Hello everyone. Let us today continue with our chapter The Third Level, Part 2nd. Please go through the explanation very carefully. So, dear students, in the previous session we read about the narrator named Charlie. Then we read about his discovery of the third level, which his psychiatrist friend Sam considered as Charlie's hallucinations and his escape from reality. We further read how he crossed the curved doorway and got lost. Let's see further and find what happened at third level. The narrator strongly feels that Grand Central Railway Station grows and expands at a very fast rate, just like a tree. And it pushes out new corridors and stairs just like roots. He also wondered that it would even had a secret tunnel under the city. But he never ever shared the idea of the tunnel with his psychiatrist friend. So thereafter, he told that he entered an unusual corridor, which was odd. But he kept walking. There was nobody and he could hear the sound of his own footsteps. Then he walked down the stairs and thought that he was back on second level. But he found himself at the third level. So yes, as Charlie noticed, it was not second level because the rooms were smaller. There were fewer ticket windows and gates. The information booth in the center was made of wood and was looking ancient. The man who was standing in the booth was wearing green eye shades and long black sleeve protectors, which means he was looking different. And the station had dim light as there were open flame gas lights. Charlie observed the brass spittoons on the station. And then suddenly a glimpse of light caught his eye as he saw a man pulling his gold watch from vest. This man and even almost others were dressed in the fashion of late 19th century. Beards, fancy mustaches, etc. that Charlie had never seen before. When he saw small Currier and Ives locomotive, he was sure about which time he was in. So, to justify his intuition, the narrator got a copy of the Word newspaper, which was discontinued years ago. The lead story headlines were about the then President Cleveland and the date on the front page was June 11, 1894. The narrator then went to the ticket window and demanded 2 tickets for Galesburg, Illinois. He wanted to go there with his wife Louisa. He imagined it to be a peaceful place in the year 1894 when the First World War was 20 years away and the Second World War was 40 years away. He supposed it to be a wonderful town with a lot of greenery and peacefulness. Evenings were twice as long as they were now, and men and women lived in peace and serenity. The clerk calculated the fare, and when Charlie gave the money, the clerk does not accept his currency bills and informed him that it was not accepted as legal tender. And the clerk also warned Charlie if he tried to be oversmart. Charlie realized that the currency used in that time was different and almost double in size. So, sensing trouble, he ran away from the third level to escape jail. So the next day, the narrator withdraws $300 from the bank to buy the old style currency of 1890s. It costed him much as his $300 got reduced to 200 old style bills. His psychiatrist friend got worried, but Charlie didn't care as he wanted to reach the third level. But unfortunately, he failed to find third level corridor again despite hard efforts. Louisa got really worried for Charlie and she tried to pursue Charlie to stop looking for it. So he resumed his hobby of stamp collection. Then somehow Charlie's psychiatrist friend Sam disappeared. Both narrator and his wife started futile search for third level platform as Charlie suspected that Sam had gone to Galesburg in the year 1894. So one night, Charlie came across a first day cover. Now, before moving forward, let me tell you what a first day cover means. Dear students, first day cover is an envelope with a stamp on it. When a new stamp is issued, stamp collectors buy it and affix a new stamp on an envelope. Then they mail the envelope to themselves on the first day of the sale to mark the date. The postman gives the proof of the date. They are just blank inside as nothing is written and are not meant to be opened. So this is called first day cover. So let's come back to the point where Charlie was looking at his stamp collection, and to his surprise, he found one of his grandfather's old first day covers mailed to his grandfather's address in Galesburg. The postmark showed that it had been present there since July 18, 1894. It bears a 6-cent stamp with the picture of President Garfield. His grandfather had put it in stamp collection and Charlie had now discovered it. So there was a paper inside and a letter written for Charlie by his friend Sam. Sam confirmed the presence of third level and was there for 2 weeks. He also described the place where he was at that time and advised the narrator and his wife to keep looking for it, and also said that it's worth it. The letter was signed off as Sam. Charlie found that Sam had bought $800 worth of old style currency that had to be invested in hay, feed and grain business, which Sam dreamt of. Although Sam was a qualified psychiatrist but can't go back to his profession in Galesburg of 1894, as such a profession did not exist in 1894. The story ended at a mysterious note where Charlie wondered about Sam being a psychiatrist. So here the chapter explanation is completed. Now if you have any doubts, please feel free to clear it with me. Thank you.